Hey guys, and welcome back to another Cheap Tuesdays. Today we are looking at the Cuvave, I think that's how you pronounce it, analog delay. Now this is one of the cheapest pedals I've ever found in my entire life. So let's have a look. Now I just unboxed it, so here is some footage of it being unboxed. Quickly, just out of the box, it has got a nice kind of metal container, case, whatever you want to call it. The box is metal. Like a lot of these cheap pedals, it is actually kind of solid, but other things aren't necessarily the best built. Now, if you saw my review of the Vailton, this thing is a beast. The pot, one big thing is the pots are really smooth, really nice, professional. On these mini pots, they feel a little bit cheap. They kind of move pretty easily, a little bit cheap, a little bit kind of, yeah. It feels like a $20 pedal, where the Vailton definitely is worth the extra money. I don't know if they've actually got a delay either. I have to look into that. So this is the Cuvave analog delay. Now, I don't think it's actually analog at all. I haven't looked inside, but just listening to it doesn't sound like it's analog. It sounds like it's emulated analog. So it's a digital delay with filtering and distortion and all those kind of things to give you that analog flavor. Either way, as you heard in that opening section, it doesn't sound too bad. Very, very simple. You have your time, your feedback, and your dry wet. So let's really just dive into it. I'm mainly going to play with the Tele today. A lot of my reviews, I like to use different guitars, but when it comes to a delay, you kind of get the idea regardless of guitar. Delay does delay. So let's have a look at the various controls and kind of the overall tone. Now, the first thing off the bat I'll say is, for me, I understand what they were going for with the filtering, but it's a little bit aggressive. It kind of gets too filtered too quick for me, a lot quicker than some of my favorite analog delays like the Roland Tape Echo or the Deluxe Memory Man. It's a little bit over analog-y, if that makes sense. But otherwise, for the price, it's usable, definitely usable. So let's look at the controls. Of course, the main one is delay. So if we turn up this one, which I believe is called Echo, that is the dry kind of wet mixes in the echo volume. So you can hear in that tone, you've got this edgy distortion to it and it's heavily filtered. Reminiscent of the analog delay sound. As I said, I do think it's digital. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I will definitely double check and put it in the description if it is actually analog, but to me it does sound like that is kind of an added effect, not part of the actual sound, but anyway. So that is the delay time at that end. As we go down, of course, you get faster until you're in the slap back territory. has delay time and of course echo. It goes from all the way out, which is just a little bit louder. Here we go, maybe a longer delay time so you can really hear. And down here, there's no echo at all. 12 o'clock might be your normal setting. So if you go a bit faster here. The last is, of course, feedback. Now, this is the most important control in the analog delay or delay in general. The only thing so far, and we'll hear this, is I don't think there is enough of it available. I do like when analog style delays start self-oscillating and get really cool things. It doesn't really do that. So let's go about 12 o'clock. I think we'll go for a 12 o'clock sound, just so you can hear it overall. So you can really hear that kind of distortion, that sizzle on there, and that filtering on that delay. So if we bring the feedback up, of course, we get more and more delays. And you start hearing where I think it is a bit too aggressive. It gets too thin, it gets too small too quickly. And as we go all the way to full, it doesn't really self-oscillate and it kind of dies off a little bit too quickly to me anyway. So even if we turn up the level all the way, we dial in something more of a quarter dotted eighth note. So it's mostly usable in those delay settings. Again, it works, but I do wish it could do a little bit more. So far you've heard really most of the sounds it can achieve. We can, it's pretty simple pedal. I think the big thing for me is the tone is very distinct, like I've said, and it's not necessarily going to work for all the situations, but it's usable. Now, there's plenty of delays in this kind of market, so it's one of those things. It's just you're gonna have to try it and taste, get a taste for it. I had the Mosky delay, blue delay, and personally for me, I prefer the sound of that. But this is definitely usable. I mean, it's not unusable. So let's have a listen with a bit of drive. I'm going to set up more of that quarter notey thing, a little bit less, and then we might try more of what I would call a reverb setting. So I'm going to chuck on the KMISE US Dream. This is another cheap pedal. Go check out the video for that, for some kind of high gain drive. shortest delay time. This is what your classic 60s kind of delays did. So that's the Cuvave Delay. It does have a particular flavor. If it's the sound you like, go have a look at that. Maybe it works for you. Otherwise, the Mosky Blue Delay for me sounds a little bit better in that same kind of slightly thinned out analog-ish digital delay realm. Again, there's a lot of options on the market, and this is just one of them. So thanks for watching. Check out all the other Cheap Tuesdays. Check out Free Plugin Friday and a bunch of other reviews I have out there, and I'll see you next time.